Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with Serkworks, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics, day 90. 10 more to go. Can you believe it? Man, we've gone so far. It's hard to believe, really is. Yeah, but such a long way we've come and such a short way left to go, and I still got a lot to work on because I am thinking about what I'm going to do next. And I've hinted at that before, but I guess I'll clue you in a little more on that today. But first, I should do all the formalities. What is 100 Days of Making Comics? It is where I take and put aside at least 30 minutes a day to work on my own personal comic book project. My project is Young and the Dead. It looks like this. This is issue 1. Issue 1 and issue 2 are available at Serkworks.com. So 90 days. All right. So I've got 10 days and I'm working on ideas and things for a show that's going to follow after this. It's probably going to be a weekly show. I'll tell you that much. Now, I don't know if it's going to start right after I do it or if I'll have to take a week or so off. It just depends how long it takes me to finish all this stuff that I'm working on for it. What else? What else can I tell you about it? The other thing I wanted to mention that if you're going to be bummed out because this is over, I'm not going to be talking about the comic book Young and the Dead and my process about making comics. I'm still going to do updates. I don't know if they'll be weekly or just random or whatever, just to let you guys know what the progress is on the comic, because although I might mention the comic book on the new show, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a drawing show, so I'm going to show some different drawing processes and things like that. It's not going to be like a step-by-step tutorial like this is how you draw this person or that or this, because there's so many other shows like that. It's going to be centered around, if you guys are familiar, if you've been to Serkworks.com and if you checked out some of my other stuff that I do besides the comics, all the robots and the aliens and the zombies and this mad scientist type vibe, and if you go there and if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The show is kind of be centered around that. It's going to be some sort of Serkworks themed show, and it should be fun. So I'm going to be drawing a lot of cool, wacky, robots, zombies, and aliens, and other imminent threats to humanity. So behind me, you can see this. This is a closet. Now, you may have remembered, I think it was way back in episode 50, I did a studio tour, and I showed you kind of this closet where I kept my comic books and just all the Serkworks stuff for my booths and all that. Well, I've cleared all that stuff out. Wait, do you remember? Do you remember that episode? Because, I mean, you can kind of, I haven't done a whole lot yet, but you can definitely see a difference if you've seen that episode. I feel a flashback coming on. Okay, so here's another closet. I've got stuff all over this house, so it's good. But this is kind of where I store all my prints and all the kind of stuff that I sell through Serkworks, and you can see. I don't know. So that's what it looked like before. And I've got a lot to do on this still, but I thought I'd just show you what I've done so far and kind of give you an idea of where I'm going. So let's take this thing off and let's take a look inside. I'm going to take this off the tripod. I'm probably going to have to unplug it first or turn it off. Okay, I just had to flip the camera around so I could see. Let's take a look. Ooh, wow, it's quite green. And so I've done a bit of a paint job here. I brought in an old art desk that I had that was sitting in my garage. Let's see if I can get a little more light in here so you guys can see. There we go. So yeah, I touched up, I kind of painted the metal parts of this this old desk, and I've got to kind of finish that. And obviously I need a lot of decorations on these walls, but I did put kind of a base. I took out all the shelves that were up here. You can see, give me a little bit of room. It's still very, it's a very small enclosed space. I still left some shelves up here. This will be out of the sight of the camera, so I don't really need to worry about that for the most part. I've got these old, they're for concrete pouring concrete like columns and everything. I bought those because I had a booth originally that was going to spin. It had all these different characters, like kind of a mix and match thing, and I was going to do them with those, and it was really complicated to try to put together, and then I found kind of a better idea. I'll show you. So these were this is from my original booth, and I don't know if I'll reuse this stuff or not, but let me, hold on one second. This was kind of a neat design. I wish I could still, I'll show it to you real quick. Wish I could still use this for my booth, but I need to have room for prints and everything. But this kind of spun around, and there were 3 different parts of the body. But yeah, I still kind of dig that, so I don't know. That could be part of the decoration. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. Also had this old chair. It's kind of worn out, but I'm going to see if I can reupholster that. But this is the beginning of my little set in a closet. So it's a good thing I'm not claustrophobic, because I'm going to probably be spending a lot of time in here. But it's just it's an area that all the other rooms in my house are kind of spoken for, so this is the only one that I can really do anything with. But I think it'll work fine, and I think just looking at this now, let me switch the camera around. Hold on. Yeah, so as I was saying, right now it really doesn't look like a whole lot. I mean, but I've got big plans, so it should be pretty cool. And I don't know if everything will take place in here, but definitely the drawing portion. I've got to rig some kind of a camera thing over the desk so I can get some good shots. And for right now, I'm going to continue just using my iPhone to film all this stuff. Eventually, I want to upgrade to some better equipment, some better lighting, and all that kind of stuff, and really improve on it as time goes on. But right now I'm still trying to get subscribers, so just based on this, and again, there's so much more that I'm going to work on for this, but it should be a really cool show, and I'm thinking hopefully a lot of people will enjoy it. So if you think you might enjoy it and you aren't subscribed to this channel already, please do so. I'm still trying to get up to that 100 subscribers by the end of my 100 days. Just kind of a cool goal for me. It doesn't really mean anything other than 100 days, 100 subscribers, kind of a cool thing. So yeah, I'm working on some ideas for, I don't want to say scripting, because it's not maybe a scripted show, because I still can't afford to put that much time into everything. I mean, I definitely want to boost the production value of this a little bit. Make it super fun and everything. Like I said, a lot of it's just gonna be upfront stuff. I want to build kind of design a cool set. Want to have some cool ideas for the show, but it's still gonna be kind of me just off the cuff, nothing scripted or anything, because that takes so much time. And who knows if it if it catches on and people are really digging it, I'll just make it better and better and better. But the best thing to do is not, and I'm guilty of this more than probably anyone that I know, is I always bite off way more than I can chew. So I've kind of learned over time try not to do that, and try to figure out, when you're taking on something like this, try to find ways to make it economical, try to find out ways to just make it so it fits in your schedule as far as time and everything, and doesn't, do the best thing you can, and make it as easy as you can to do it. So that's kind of the things that I'm thinking about. I still have to design. I want to design like kind of a cool intro, so I need to work on that. So I've only got 10 more days to go. So wish me luck. We'll see where we are, and hopefully this thing will start doing this thing fairly soon after I wrap up my 100 days. Anyone that's all you guys that have been watching, anyone that's just started watching, I really do appreciate it, and only great big things to come, and thanks for sticking around, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 91. That is all.